Well, happy Friday, everyone. This is Greg Dixon with Total Traffic and Conversion Show, and I'm here with Roy Dickan, Bonnie Dixon, and Don Waller. And we have a special thing to talk about today. I'm going to throw a little banner up on the screen. We have a special offer for dentists, and one of the problems with having two screens is you can't get the mouse where you need it. There we go. And so basically our theme is attract clients with niche domination for dentists. And so we have Betty Withrow is normally here, but she's off in a place that looks a lot like my background here by Monterey, California. And anyway, we have this special offer for dentists that's very comprehensive. And one of the ones is Roy's been working on an AI tool called Conversion Alchemy, and that's part of what we're offering. So maybe you want to do your little presentation, Roy?
Okay, you want me to go into my other screen now? You can tell me if this works.
Yeah, I'll have to let it in when you're there. You have to share the screen.
Oh, I got to go back to share the screen. Okay, let me do that. Do I have to share the screen first?
Well, you have to share for StreamYard's point of view, you have to share that tab.
All right, so do I share the screen before I hit the tab, or do I? Well, I guess I have to, because
hit the tab so you're looking at it.
Okay, now where is share the screen on the bottom?
It's the bottom. There's a button there that says present.
Present is share the screen.
Yeah,
got it.
Present.
Okay.
There we go. Live production.
Okay, now I go to the
and then you select the tab for what you want to present.
How's that? Can you see it?
No, you might have to enter something else. Press one more connect button.
All right, let's go back here. Okay, present. How about, well, what would it be? Would it be share screen?
Yeah, share screen.
Okay, I guess I didn't do that. So let me do that now. Okay. And it doesn't give me that choice.
Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll see if I have it here and I'll share it and you can just talk your way through it here. One sec here.
Okay. We got one change on there, but I'll have to get you the new one.
Okay. Anyway, why don't you just say a few things? Do you do an introduction while I get that?
All right. Well, what we're gonna talk about is how a dentist can just hire our team and everything's hands off from there. We're gonna make his practice grow. We've been doing this stuff for a while, and we put together a bigger team now to be able to offer more services. And we now have it where we want it to be. And we're gonna go through it right now. I'm gonna explain what's there. Now I see niche domination for dentists coming up on here. I guess you're gonna have to shift it from screen to screen, I suppose. Okay, so anyway, the idea is, when I've been working with dentists over the years, they really don't have any time to put into it. And so we decided that's fine. That doesn't matter, because we can do it all. We just have to know what they want us to do. Basically, it's probably the same thing we've been doing for everybody else, but we'll take a little bit of input and we'll just go from there. So you can elevate your dental practice, and what we're going to do is, as far as you can go to the next screen, Greg.
Yeah.
I've been doing websites for 15 years, and I've got it to the point where I can do exactly what Google wants, so that you're going to score where you need to be even in 3 years, but you're there now, which puts you way ahead of your competition. So your your website is visually engaging, but beyond that, it actually ranks very quickly. And as time goes on, as Google gets more and more difficult as far as trying to get you on page one is concerned, you're already where they want you to be 3 years from now. So that's what we can do with your website. Then you can go back to that. We're not done with that screen, Greg.
Okay.
So what we could do is throughout the website, there's going to be, and throughout really everything that we do, there'll be a lot of calls to action. A lot of people miss this. They don't let people know what they should be doing on the web pages, on your social sites, and things like that. So we want to make sure that your visitors turn into patients. And that's what we're going to do on the website and everything else that is important to you. Now, but we're talking about the website here right now. So let me also mention that a lot of people don't yet realize that most people search on a cell phone now or a tablet. They don't search on a PC anymore. So what Google cares about is that you're mobile friendly, and our websites are mobile friendly. And so that's what we do with your website. It kind of begins there, but really it can come in from all kinds of directions because it's a streamlined marketing approach. What we're going to do is there's a thing called Conversion Alchemy we're going to do for you, and we integrate that with Kartra because Kartra gives us all kinds of things that we need: landing pages, funnels. We could put videos on here. So we're going to integrate everything with Kartra, and we're going to make sure that you stay on top of mind with your prospects in no matter what medium they may be using. And one of the ways that we're going to do this is when we integrate with Kartra, you've got a funnel involved. In the case, you don't even have to know what a funnel is. But what happens is you will send out emails on a regular basis, maybe every few days. And this is going to tell people what you're all about and why they should be coming to your dental offices and why they should stay coming to your dental offices if they already are. So we're going to constantly stay in touch with your patients and prospects. Now, the way we brand the website and the way we brand whatever we do on Kartra is the way we're going to cohesively brand everything on every other social media site that might be important to you. So it's all consistent and it's all seamlessly integrated. And Greg, yeah. So the Conversion Alchemy thing, which is the biggest addition to what we've been doing, and it really makes a gigantic difference. We're able to find people that are searching for what you want to be found for, what kind of services that you offer, what kind of services that bring you in the most money or make the most difference for your dentists on your staff. And we're going to bring these leads to you. So it doesn't matter if they hit your website or they hit somebody else's website in your target area, they're going to be your leads. So we're going to reach these people, and when they're ready to decide on a dentist for a particular service, which could be immediately, we're going to send them to you. And the whole idea here is you may be able to convert them immediately, but if you don't convert them immediately, remember, they're going into a funnel. They're going into a pipeline. And what can happen here is that 3 months down the road, they may convert, or a year down the road, you're going to keep telling people in your pipeline what you do and why they should become a patient with you. So you've got a website that's as good it'll be better than any of your competitors have. It's as good as you could imagine, and maybe even beyond your imagination, because it's the way you need to be 2 or 3 years down the road as far as Google's concerned. And what Google wants, everybody else follows. So all we got to worry about is Google. Then we're automating Kartra, and we're integrating Kartra into everything else that we can. So we've connected the dots between the website and Kartra, and then we've got Conversion Alchemy, which brings you in your leads. That's connected, and this brings you a total integrated solution. All pieces work together, no matter where your potential patients go. If it's Facebook, if it's YouTube, if it's Google, or even Bing, or any of the other search engines, or YouTube for that matter, any and all of these things can be integrated to give you an approach of getting your message across in all different means of doing this. So that's connecting the dots. Now, the most important thing to you, what I found and what we have discovered over the years, is that if you're running a dental practice, you don't have time to do any of this. And so you don't have to. It's hands off for you. You tell us what you want to tell us anytime you want to. We're always available. We like to have weekly or at least monthly meetings, but we understand that in many cases that's not accurate. It just can't happen. So you can send us emails. We will work out the way you want to communicate with us so that you have an implementation that continually changes, but it's yours. But all you have to do is let us know if there's anything that needs to be changed in it, and we'll do it. We'll do it immediately. We will measure your results. You can go back to that one for a minute, Greg. We're going to measure your results. So you're going to see we're going to tell you where you rank and on what pages of Google. And we're going to tell you which of these leads is actually bringing you a patient. We're going to tell you what keywords are important if you want to know that. If you don't, we'll just keep it to ourselves. You're going to have ongoing support. So no matter what goes wrong, you have nothing to worry about. You don't have to work it out. We'll take care of all of that for you. And you're going to grow stress-free. Now, besides all that I've just gone through, and before I go into how we're trusted by dentists nationwide, we've got a lot of other things we're going to do for you besides what I've just mentioned. And two of the people that you're going to talk to in just a minute are offering other things that I haven't even mentioned yet today. So if you are ready to dominate your niche, all you've got to do is contact us today. And if you click on that, Greg, and we're lucky here, it'll show exactly what they have to do to contact us. Is just click on that. Take the first step toward growing your dental practice. Okay, we would have to leave the presentation to do that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
tell you how to contact us.
Yeah. So I'm going to scroll some stuff on the page here, and we're going to get. I'm glad you said that there's much more, and then there's more. It's like a KTEL presentation, yeah. Right? And then you also got, here's here's our little banner. And we've just started a website. It's not very old, and there's going to be a lot more on there soon. And there's a place to contact, and you can also connect through LinkedIn with us too. So you mentioned measurable results. I think really the main result that most dentists will be interested in is are they getting return on investment in the forms of new clients? Whatever that's worth. I think John probably has a pretty good idea of what that's worth, and we're going to leave no stone unturned. Like Betty and I do a lot of work with social media, content marketing, emails, newsletters, all that kind of thing. And John has a very interesting specialty here. John has been working with dentists, over 30 years, I think, and you create the voice messages on their office voice system. So maybe you can describe a little bit about what you do there.
Yeah, we create a custom patient education message that turns on hold time into patient education time. So what we do is we offer 60 days free. After that, and what we do is we will create a custom message, provide the licensed music, professional award-winning voice talent, and studio time. Give you a custom message that talks about your practice, what sets you apart when patients are put on hold on the phone. So we'll give you 2 months free. After that, it's $59 a month, month to month, no long-term commitment. And we will update your message for you as needed at no cost.
That's great, and we're going to for sure include John in the offer that we have. And then one of the things is we sometimes, when we spend so much time online, we don't pay enough attention to direct mail campaigns, print mail, and that's what Bonnie has a specialty in that, and maybe you can tell us a little bit more.
You're muted, Bonnie.
You're muted, Bonnie.
There we go. I'm unmuted now.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the things that people like nowadays is to be surprised and appreciated. And one of the ways to do that is literally sending them a regular greeting card or postcard. Both of those are very effective because it's a 100% open rate. And people really are touched to their core nowadays because they don't get many bills in the mail anymore. They don't get much mail at all, except a little bit of junk mail. And when they receive something from the dentist to them, and it's personalized, the client feels touched to their heart to feel connected to the dentist. It is a wonderful program, very customized, easy to administer, and I'm here to share how to do that. And we'd be happy to work with any of the dentist clinics here as a part of the package, because they will be truly amazed at how well a postcard can bring a client back in, or a thank you card, either for, especially around Thanksgiving, even versus the Christmas time, to thank them for their patronage. So that's what I offer, and I look forward to partnering with your dentists.
Yeah, thank you, Bonnie. So just to recap here, we have a fairly comprehensive set of services that we're offering as a done. It's more done for you than done with you. We'll start with a meeting to make sure we understand what the specialty is, what your practice is, what your messaging is, and from then on, Betty's especially good at that. And then we're going to come up with a campaign which includes what Roy was talking about, Conversion Alchemy, which is an AI true tool. My interest, and Betty and I both do a lot of work with social media, posts on social media and YouTube, and especially featuring LinkedIn. Like one of the things we do is like a broadcast like this, or post on LinkedIn. Sometimes I used to say we had tens of viewers, but I look at the stats and we get the impressions is more like 700, 600 a week, and about 22,000 for the year. So we're doing okay with these things, and so that's the kind of thing we'll bring. YouTube strategy. And also one of the things that Roy didn't mention is his niche domination specialty is he's taken upon his himself to learn everything that Google wants. So I think he's in therapy for that, but anyway, but he's your expert. If you need a Google listing, and we're going to add Apple Maps. So basically how that works is when people are using a map trying to find a dentist in your area, you show up at that top, and highly recommend it and all that kind of thing. And Roy is really an expert at doing that. So maybe we can open it up for questions. If there's anybody there, just let us know where you're at. And if you have any questions, any comments from Roy, John, Bonnie?
Yeah, I can add that we're really only looking for one dentist who really wants to dominate each major city or major area, and so we're not going to help people compete with each other. We want you to dominate. That's what it's all about. So for each particular area, we're only going to take one. So we've already got the Raleigh-Durham area covered. So we're looking for other areas, people that want a complete program like this. We've been able to help dentists in smaller ways, but we want dentists that would want to dominate, because our complete service here allows you to become the major dental practice in your area. So we're only looking for one in each small area. Now, the one to give you an idea of what we're doing in Raleigh-Durham area, we have a website that's showing up on page 1 for all kinds of words. We have 3 different offices involved. All of them have Google Business profiles. All of that stuff is integrated and sending things back and forth. We're on social media. We do Google advertising. We're starting the Conversion Alchemy advertising, and we can do that for everybody. Now we can add John's Music on Hold, which we haven't done here yet, and we haven't begun sending out postcards to this particular area. So those services can be added. We want to do that for each geographical area that would like to dominate. Which dental office wants to dominate their area?
Okay, thanks, Roy. Any last piece of advice, John?
Yeah, it's message on hold. You don't want
Message on hold, yeah.
music. Anybody can throw music on hold.
Yeah, message on hold. There we go.
Patient message.
So instead of sitting and listening to something dreadful, you're going to learn about the practice.
You want to be educated about the practice, the doctor's experience, what sets them apart in their one of 32 NFL cities that dominate their niche in. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Bonnie, you have one last comment?
I do. And that is in my own sales career, the company I worked for asked me what I was doing to be the #1 salesperson in the US. And I said, I reach out to my customers and thank them for their business. And I thought that was pretty telltale. And that's why I know that the postcard service works, as well as thanking your clients.
Yeah, that's very, very important. So yeah, that's the other part of this is attracting new clients to your practice, but also retaining them and keeping them engaged. And also part of it is they may not know that your practice may offer services that the clients don't know about. So these postcards and email, social media things, all those ways are way to keep in touch, keep engaged with your clients, and let them know that you have more to offer. So with that, I think we'll play our little video out and carry on with the day. And thank you very much, John and Bonnie, for coming, and Roy.
My pleasure.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.